With the Calistars getting their long-awaited Mega Evolutions, Mega Delphox is probably one of the strongest new Megas added to Pokémon Champions, with having the same special attack stat as Mega Charizard Y at 159, but absolutely eclipsing it in the speed tier at base 134. That being said, the reason why Mega Charizard Y is seeing much more play is because of its ability Drought, giving its Heat Waves a massive power boost. While Mega Delphox can also throw out monstrous heat waves, it just doesn't hit nearly as hard without the sun. Well, what if Delphox gained access to an even stronger fire-type move than Heat Wave? With the combination of Hisuian Typhlosion and the move Copycat, Mega Delphox is capable of becoming the strongest Eruption user in the entire game. A double Eruption coming from these two is something you definitely don't want to get hit by. As strong as this setup may be, it is one of the trickiest strategies to get going due to how hostile the meta is towards fire types. Thanks, Charizard. This didn't stop me, however, as I was able to get some pretty great matches in Master Ball with this team. So let's see what it's truly capable of. Alrighty, so I am back once again with what I would like to think is a little bit of an unconventional Mega Delphox team. Now, Mega Delphox has kind of gone up and down in terms of its popularity, and I figured I would try to see if there were any ways that I could, make use of the Mega that people aren't exactly thinking of, and this is when I kind of stumbled upon this little copycat strategy. So the main game plan is to lead off with Hisuian Typhlosion along with Mega Delphox. And I have Choice Scarf on the Typhlosion. It's mainly known as being the fastest and strongest Eruption user in the game currently. So I would just take that, and since Delphox can learn the move Copycat, which in case you don't know, it basically allows the user to copy the last move that was used in the speed bracket. So let's say Typhlosion will usually go first more often than not. Mega Delphox will likely be the second fastest thing on the field. So it'll copycat Typhlosion's Eruption and then use Eruption itself. So yeah, you can see how this could be a pretty strong lead and potentially pick up either double KOing the two leading off mons that our opponents send out, or at the bare minimum deal so much damage that it's going to be really hard for them to kind of recover. So yeah, that is basically the main strat that I will be trying to go for today. As for supporting mons, of course, since Typhlosion and Delphox are very, very weak to dark types, especially King Gambit with its Sucker Punch, I decided to bring Sarina back to be a nice switch in case they do lead off with King Gambit, so that the Sucker Punch will get blocked, and then either Typhlosion or Delphox can retaliate with some fire-type move to deal some massive damage to King Gambit. And just any other priority moves in general, like Fake Outs. Even though Typhlosion itself is immune to Fake Out by being a Ghost type, Delphox is not, so I just figured it would be nice to, have that utility. And Sarina is also great for taking out those bulky water types with Trop Kick. And then Low Kick is great for King Gambits and all the other dark types that might be running around. And then Triple Axle is great into Dragonite, Garchomp, any Ice Weak mods. It's just overall such a phenomenal mod. I love Sarina, my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. And in the situations where we run into rain teams, which I feel like this is the main weakness of this strategy here, and sand as well to some degree, but I feel like rain teams are starting to get a little bit more popular compared to sand, which is why I have a Trick Room Mega Drampa mode basically, and I just lead off with Drampa and Oranguru, and I just go for Instruct Hyper Voices or Draco Meteors to just kind of nuke things off the field and just deal massive damage in general. And then last but not least, we have Rotom Wash, which is here as a bulky pivot mon that's great for Hisuian Typhlosion to switch into to tank any water hits or any sort of rock hits as well. I also love it as a way to deal with Aerodactyl, which of course is very, very popular thanks to the presence of Mega Charizard Y. And it's just real great for utility. I have Magnet on it just for that extra damage on T-Bolts and the Volt switches. And yeah, that's pretty much the team breakdown here. Here are the stats if you are interested, as well as the team ID. And we're just gonna be taking this into Master Ball and seeing just how well it does. I'm not entirely, you know, I wouldn't say like super confident in the team. I did get some good results in some of the casual battles, but of course that was mainly just to see if I could pull the strat off, and it is possible for sure. But with how common mons like King Gambit are and Aerodactyl, you kind of need to do a bit of a pivoting. So we'll just kind of see, you know, how well we do. We're gonna do the best that we can, and that's all you can really ask for. So yeah, right off rip we're running into not exactly a Sun team. Has Mega Charizard Y on there, most likely. I mean, there's always the possibility of X, but most people are running Zard Y these days. We got Serperior, which is interesting. I kind of like that, and Gyarados, so you don't really see those two all too often. So let me think here. I would like to show off the strategy, but if they lead off with like Gyarados and Zard Y, for instance, that's going to be kind of bad since they both resist Eruption. It is a bit of a gamble here. They could lead off with Zard Y and Sneasler as well. But, as much as I don't want to force a strat necessarily, but I mean, we'll have Sarina, we'll have Rotom in the back. It should be alright. If anything, we could lead off Sarina and have Rotom together, and then have Delphox and Typhlosion in the back, but that's not exactly the greatest strat either, so we're just gonna go with what we usually lead off with and just kind of go from there. If they lead off with King Gambit, that's what Sarina's for. And the worst lead would be Gyarados and Zard. They go Sneasler King Gambit, which I'm honestly okay with. I'm okay with this. White Herb and Lefties, interesting. No Choppleberry. So this is the kind of beauty of having Sarina here. So we will be clicking Eruption, no doubt about that. But unfortunately, we can't go for a copycat quite yet. But we are very, very weak to priority right now. So we're going to swap into Sarina here. And if they go for the Sucker Punch Fake Out combo, that'll just be completely negated. Yep, there goes the Fake Out. Will we see the Sucker Punch? Yeah. Ah, man, I love Sarina, bro. That means a free Eruption for us. Massive damage. Almost picking up the double KO, too. King Gambit's out of here. Oh, man, I love that so much. So, biggest threat out of the way. Absolutely awesome. So, that is not great. But, hey, you know what? This is exactly why we have Rotom as well. So, we swap Typhlosion out for Rotom, and Sarina's bulky enough to tank a Dire Claw from Sneasler. It's just a matter of if they stay in or not. Very, very curious. I could protect it as well just to see what they want to do. That is probably the safer play, honestly. Yeah, I think that's what I'll go for. In the off chance that they double down into Sarina. Oh, nope, Caesar goes for Protect itself, so it's a good thing we did that there. Don't want to be too greedy. Especially since we're on the up and up. So, yep. Rotom being a fantastic switch in. I don't even necessarily need to go for T-Bolt here on the Gyarados. I could go for Volt Switch. Let me check again. They don't have any ground types, so I'm kind of free to, I mean, do I pivot again, or do I just stay in and T-Bolt? If Gyarados stays in, Volt Switch will definitely pick up the knockout. I have no doubt in my mind. And we're going to Trop Kick the Sneasler, even though it's resisted. Okay, so they do protect on the Gyarados. That's fine. Dark Claw. Oh, yep, we tank that. Just no sleep, please. Okay, poison. The worst thing would have been Sleeper Para, honestly. So, Rotom doesn't get the swap, which is fine. Sneasler's down. That also means Sarina's down too, but honestly, she put in so much work helping get rid of the King Gambit. And also Sneasler technically as well, so... Well, not even technically, she did get rid of Sneasler, so... Yeah. Now, what we want to do here... I'm actually going to go into... Because they could have Zard... I mean, they probably do have Zard Y in the back. Or Mega Kangaskhan, actually. Mega Kangaskhan could also be a good, good one, too. I'm just trying to think. Do we... I mean, Eruption... We'll go Delphox. We'll go Delphox here. Be on the safe side, since we do have Protect. And they do have the Charizard. Oh, wait, This is kind of... Okay, so they can Mega Evolve in the Zard Y, and they can hit me with a Solar Beam into Rotom, which I don't like that, so... I'm going to predict that they hit the Solar Beam. I'm going to go into Typhlosion. But it's random. I was gonna say maybe I could copycat the Solar Beam, but I'm faster, so I wouldn't even be able to do that. It's... No, I protect. I don't know if I was able to get Protect off. Man, I waited too long. I don't even know if I Mega Evolve here. No, dude. That's so bad. That's so incredibly bad. I waited way too long to pick a decision, so now I'm gonna... Air Slash? But yeah, no. Yeah, Delphox gets taken out here. Ah, man, I was going to Protect. They have Air Slash? They didn't... I'm very surprised they didn't Mega Evolve there. For one. But having my own Mega out like that... Ah, man, that was such a horrible play on my part. So now I kind of have to gamble here. Do I predict them to Protect onto the Gyarados and just go into the Zard? I mean, honestly, Rotom can kind of solo both these guys. No Mega. Man, that Shadow Ball didn't do anything. Okay, they're just gonna keep on Air Slash. Are they like... Well, honestly can't tell. Considering they, I mean, my first one will activate since I swapped into the Gyarados before Zard came out. That was such a bad play on my part, dude. Like, honestly speaking, I should not have won this. If they had Zard Y, I would have been cooked, along with the Solar Beam. But we do pick up the KO onto the Gyarados. Rotom really holding it down here and saving me from my horrendous mistake. So that's dub number 1. Unfortunately, we didn't get to pull off the strat, but it'll just go to show just how great Sarina is as a partner for these two. And we just keep on going and hopefully not think long and think wrong for the most part. So let us see what we have here. Oh, this is a it's like a bit of Trick Room with a Zard Y mode. There's also Blastoise, I guess, as like the Trick Room Mega. Double fire types is kind of eh. And then Blastoise being there as well is not great. I mean, that is why we have Sarina and Rotom here. But if they do decide to go for the Trick Room mode, that could be pretty bad. That would be pretty bad. I mean, they would have to lead off with like Blastoise and Oranguru to effectively get Trick Room off. That's my thinking. Because leading off Sneasler, I mean, yeah, you could fake out, but then you'd have to force yourself to get Sneasler out of there. Because it's so fast. No, you just go Blastoise, Sneasler. Alright, they're gonna go Blastoise Knight, and you're Sash. That's okay, that's annoying. That is very annoying for sure. Sneasler can fake out Delphox. Blastoise is probably gonna Mega Evolve and go for Water Spout. Which I am very much not a fan of. Oh man, this is yeah, this is not exactly the greatest. Yeah, I'll just swap this Sarina. I'll play it safe this time. You do Mega Evolve. I'm starting to wonder if this strat would be great as like an end game sort of deal instead of just trying to lead off. Yep, you tried it. Good damage, but Blastoise still has a decent amount of HP, so that Water Spout's still going to hurt. Yeah, no, it's very much going to hurt. So Typhlosion's gone. And now we are just kind of in a bit of a pickle here. Question now is, what would they have in the back to, I guess, deal with Delphox? It is Sash Sneasler, so I kind of doubt they have Protect. I am faster though, I am for sure faster. I'll Psychic the Sneasler. I'm going to Trop Kick into the Blastoise here. Although, am I faster? Sarina, like, baseline is faster than Blastoise. It's just a matter if they have speed investment. That's really what it comes down to. I'm also doing this in the instance where they do Protect on their, yeah, they do protect the Blastoise. And yeah, since I am faster, Sneasler will go down. So we are in a okay position, I would say. Depends on what they have next. Oranguru. So yeah, that's, I mean, what else are they gonna do but Trick Room? Like, if we're being completely real here. So I'm going to Heat Wave, and then I'm going to Drop Kick the Blastoise. Heat Wave goes out. Okay damage on Oranguru. But yeah, this should give Serena enough leeway to take out the Blastoise, which we do. Very, very nice. And I'm guessing Oranguru is going to hit that Trick Room. Yep. So we will be slower. For the most part. It depends on what mon they have next. Yeah, Sylveon. Yeah, that'll... Oh, no, they're gonna instruct me. They are going to instruct me. Delphox can live. I know Delphox for a fact can live a double Hyper Voice. Serena, on the other hand, I don't think she can. So it's a matter of, do I want... I think I want the... just the biggest damage possible onto the Sylveon, and then I'm going to protect on Serena. Just to kind of see what they go for. Maybe I'm underestimating... Oh no, you're just setting up. Alright. What, are you gonna do? Instruct Palm Mine? Yep, that is exactly what you're doing. That is not good at all. That is not good whatsoever. So now my Psychic is gonna do, like, no damage. Dude. Okay. And even if I, like, swap into Rotom, this is, like... one of the worst situations to be in, actually. I can protect on Delphox, but I will have to probably swap in the Rotom here. Simply because I really need Serena's physical attacking to deal with the Sylveon. It's just a matter of if I can stall out Trick Room well enough, which I don't think I can. And since they, like, double boosted Calm Mind, I don't... Oh, yeah. Of course it's a crit. I don't think it mattered because you were just gonna instruct anyways. Yeah. Man. It's crazy because this is the exact same strat I pretty much did with Mega Chime Echo when I made that video. So if you guys haven't seen that, be sure to take a look-see on the channel. It was very fun. I absolutely loved making that team. It's one of my favorites that I've made since Champions dropped. But now it is, I don't know, it might be curtains is all I'm gonna say. Simply because they are very set up. They got 2 turns of Trick Room. The only way I could realistically get out of this situation is if I protect stall. That is like the best thing I can do in this situation because they are just going to spam Hyper Voice with very little stopping them. Serena gets to protect off, of course. Okay, we get the double protect. All right. All right, we might still have this. We might still have this. It really is a gamble here, though. Like, man, if I had like a wide guard mon, but it's so much to account for. Like, not being able to deal with Oranguru the moment it comes out to, like, actually get it to, what is it? Trick Room is like, yeesh, man. Yeah, 1 turn of Trick Room left. Really, all I can do is just try to stall it out some more. Nope, I don't get it. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I tried. I really did. Yeah, not accounting for the Trick Room end game per se. I always think of like the Trick Room like start off. So yeah, this was a rough one for sure, but you know, we almost had it if we just were able to get those last 2 protects in, but hey, it is what it is. Can't exactly be too mad about that. So we shall keep on going. Oh boy, what is this? Oh man. At Sableye, we have Avalugg. That is definitely a Mega Crabominable. They're definitely going for Trick Room. I don't really see what else they can. You know what? That's probably Gravity Sableye with like Silk Scarf Technician Maushold. That's what I'm gonna guess that is. Either way, Delphox and Typhlosion just kind of delete their whole team. So we'll see how things pan out here. Nuh-uh. Oh, they're gonna go for it. They're going to go for it. Citrus Berry and Choice Scarf. You're... Man. Well, you know what? That's fine because I'm going to do this. Since Delphox is the only Mon on the field that Maushold could attack unless it decides to go for, I don't know, like... Does that have, like, Crunch in this move pool? Yep. I called it, dude. You can't fool me. You cannot fool me. You do have Crunch. That means this Eruption's not gonna go off as hard as I'd like it to. I mean, I'm locked into Scarf as well, so I don't really have much of a choice. I'm double swapping here. But this is just a very unfortunate predicament. My defense gets lower too. I thought about going for Focus Blast, honestly. I should have done that just to get rid of the Maushold off rip. But now they're going to probably swap out. Which, if that's the case, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp into that slot, and I'm going to just get rid of this Sableye. Because it is very annoying. Avalugg? Yeah, perfect. Oh, you just double swap as well. Alright. So, Avalugg is burnt. Or not, I guess. It had a Lumberry. Doing half to Crabominable is pretty nice, actually. Question is now... I mean, I'm for sure faster. I think I Will-O-Wisp into the slot again, and I just go for low kick. So it is indeed Mega Crabominable. Who gets even slower. They don't have no Trick Room up. All they have is Gravity. Oh, you tried it, dude. Did you not learn the first time? Did you not see your Encore got blocked as well? Yeah, that should slow you down. Get out of here. What do you think this is? I don't know what that Avalug's gonna... Oh, body press. Kinda hurts. Oh, yeah, that bypasses burn. I mean, at the very least, I won't be going for no, like, icicle crashes or anything like that. Though, what this does mean is that they probably brought the Maushold again. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I could do? I could swap Typhlosion into the Rotom slot, and I could protect into Sarina. In the chance that they decide to go for, Population Bomb. And then it'll also be immune to the body press from the Avalugg. Unless they just predict and go for Crunch. But even then, that just means that they're locked into that move. So yeah, we protect here. They do try to go for Population Bomb. That's what I like to see. And Gravity's returned to normal, so they can't go for any funny stuff. Now, do I go for Heat Wave here? Or do I just... Yeah, I go for Heat Wave. Reason why is in case they swap, like, I don't know, maybe Maushold out for Sableye. I don't want to just completely whiff. And yeah, we'll just kick the mice. Up, yep, see? Exactly like I thought. You have Wide Guard. I mean, of course you would. Alright. Well, that also ruins things. I'm running Citrus Berry as well. But that does mean they are also stuck into Avalugg. They are stuck clicking Wide Guard, and Sableye can't do anything to me. So you know what? I'm gonna stay. And I'm going to just drop kick again. They don't have much of a choice. Sableye can't really... I mean, yeah, you can inflict gravity. That's fine. If they Wide Guard again, which they don't, which allows for Typhlosion to pick up the kill. Both Mons. So, yeah. Because I think they might have realized that, yeah, you have Wide Guard to deal with the spread damage, but Sableye is not going to be able to do anything. It's just there for support. You're not going to be able to put out any damage. So I'm free to click Heat Wave, even if you do Wide Guard me, and then Serena can just sit there and just keep on attacking. And all they have left is the little Maushold, which is Choice Scarfed, so they're going to have to pick a move wisely. And we still have Delphox in the back as well. So, this is, okay, there we go. So, like, yeah, you can, like, I mean, I'll protect here. In case they do try to hit the Population Bomb. But if they go for Crunch, that's even better in my case. Because that just means Serena can just eat up the hits and, you know, just keep on dishing out, in fact, I can hit it with like a low kick. It's not heavy, but it's still super effective damage. Onto Maushold. So up there it goes. What do they go with? They do go for Crunch. I mean, that's okay because now you're just locked. You are locked into Crunch and I can just keep on hitting you for free. I mean, not completely for free. They're still gonna hit me, but single target damage when I saw 2 Mons on the field, so you know. They really are out of options. I mean, I'm just gonna Shock Kick here. I did say I have Low Kick, but I think Chop Kick will just do more damage. Yep, T-Bolt, and that'll do it. Nice. So, that was certainly a, situation there with, trying to play around the gravity and whatnot, but honestly, we did a pretty good job, handling that. Well, they have their own Delphox. And they have Sneasler. Again, I'm gonna call their bluff and say they don't lead into Sneasler. Let's see here. Bit of a Frostlass enthusiast, I see. No, it's Samurott and Ninetales. All these weird Choice Scarf mons, dude. It's probably Jolly as well, so it could potentially outspeed me. I would have to, because Typhlosion's 95 base speed. If I had to look up Samurott's speed, I'd have to. I can't exactly do that right now. I'll do it right this second, but 85. If they're running like Jolly, then they would be able to, or we could just avoid the attack entirely. Well, there goes, Ninetales. Wow, that was very fortunate, because we would have definitely been taken off the census. And here we go. Finally, after all this time, we get the copycat. Oh, it's so close to taking out the Samurott. Oh man, that would have been so nice. But you know what? You know what? I'll take it, dude, man. I'll just be completely transparent with you guys. This has not been the most feasible strat that I've come up with, simply because of the current meta. But I mean, we were able to get it off, and it ended up in a forfeit. So I mean, hey, what more could you ask for? I would absolutely love to see if I could try to get another match where I pull it off. You know what? I think I will. You guys definitely deserve it. Even though I've been here for quite a bit, I at least want to see if I can get it in a feasible match going, you know? So, yeah, let's do it, I guess. What do we have here? And the fun's over. Okay. Well, they have Frostlass, they have Archaludon, they have Aerodactyl. I mean, there's no reason not to bring Aerodactyl. They could, like, be thrown for a loop if they see, like, the Drampa here. Which I hadn't even considered, like, you know, thinking that, having Drampa with a Rangaroo here for the mental stack. I guess it's a matter of, would Drampa be good to their team? And, survey says no, so they would probably just prep for Typhlosion Delphox, but I'm gonna go through with it anyways. Because that's just the best option that I have. And let's see if I can just call their bluff once again. And I don't. They're just gonna double Rock Slide me, because of course they would. Why wouldn't you? It's always just, you know, Rock Slide stuff. I need to, like, have a wide guard on, like, all of my teams from this point on, if I can. Because, man, I know everyone's probably tired of Rock Slide spam, but that is just kind of the current state of the meta. You can thank Zard Y for that, honestly. You can absolutely thank Zard Y. But yeah, we're just gonna double swap out. We're not even gonna entertain them here. If they get off like a Tailwind, sure, great on them. Oh, Serena avoids the attack at least. Rhoda meaning the hit is not exactly favorable. Yeah, they're just gonna double Rock Slide. Ugh. I mean... yeah, no, I could just take out the Garchomp. It is, whatchamacallit? It is Choice Scarfed, so unless they hard swap, there's not much they do hard swap. Into what exactly, though? Oh, they know. Yeah, they know. Ow. Yeah, they know about Serena. Alright. That is another thing that I have to take into account. But Rotom does get to live to see another day, I guess. But me triple axling them is just gonna give them, yeah, 3 boosts of stamina unless I miss. Which for the rest of my team is not gonna matter all too much. For Serena, that's just awful. That just means that our Archaludon's just gonna be sitting here doing whatever it wants. There's not much I can do about it either. But they could just... they're just gonna go on the Scarf Chomp, aren't they? They probably are. Even if I, like, protect here. Because even if Serena ends up being safe, like... yeah, I don't know about this. Because now I have to go into either Delphox or Typhlosion to eat the hit from whatever Archaludon's gonna try to throw. Mostly I'd rather Typhlosion. Choppleberry. They are gonna use Draco. We live on 2? Oh man. Wow. But they're just gonna bring Garchomp out and I just can't do anything. That is pretty much what it's gonna come down to. Because it is Scarfed. Unless it misses. If it misses the Rock Slide, that's really all I can hope for. And the fact that it's Chople Berry too means I can't even reliably like Focus Blast it. Man. All it would do is just get it like low enough to where, nah, I'm just gonna do Heat Wave. Nope, I get hit both times. Alright. Yeah, I really tried. This this strat just isn't exactly the greatest. With just all the Rock Slide that's around. I mean, technically I'm still in this because I have Delphox and Rotom, but it's just simply not good prospects. I'll tell you that. Do I Heat Wave here? Yeah, I think I do. So Garchomp for sure will be faster than me. It's just a matter of whether or not I flinch after I take the hit. Oh, Rotom avoided the attack. I would have absolutely loved it if it was Delphox instead, but you know what? It's better than just both of us getting hit. Yeah. Dude, okay. Yeah. I think that's my cue. That is absolutely my cue to just, you know, just kind of call it there, because, man, I really tried, man. This is so hard to do. This is definitely the hardest, like, strat I've tried to implement compared to all the other ones I've done thus far. But, you know, I just thought it was very cool, very interesting, but... And they have Floette in the back too, yeah. Yep. GG's, I guess, yeah, GG's. There really isn't much way of going around that. A lot of these games just were not in my favor. But, you know, sometimes that's just kind of how these things go. Not trying to be, like, I guess, pessimistic about it, but it's more like, hey, sometimes, like, you will be able to get your strats off, and other times it just will not work. So you have to kind of go back to the drawing board. But, yeah, that'll pretty much be this Delphox Typhlosion Eruption team. In my mind, when I was theory crafting this, it was really cool, and it is. It's just really just the fact that the meta is just so hostile to any fire types right now, simply because of Mega Charizard Y, and I've kind of hounded that throughout most of this video most likely, but it's just the truth, man, and there really isn't too much I can do about that. With a lot of the matches I had done, I had to kind of play around the fact that they would lead off with like Aerodactyl or Fake Out. You know, I mean, Fake Out wasn't too bad, but you know, it wouldn't allow me to get the strat off. But I think this team does have, you know, a place. I think there is like some good use cases for it. It's probably just not the right meta is all I can really say. Like, in a meta where Rock Slide wasn't as common as it was, where Zard Y wasn't just the top mon in the game, I think this team would be able to put in a lot of work. But as of right now, it's just kind of has to go on the back burner. But, you know, I still had fun with a lot of these games. I would have really liked to pull out the strat a bit more, but I think I've kind of forced it enough as it is. So, yeah. I do hope you guys enjoy the video regardless. I try to be, you know, positive throughout most of the experience, you know, though it is kind of like a little bit of a downer when your strat doesn't work out as planned. But I mean, hey, that's the beauty of, you know, just learning from your experiences, just thinking of what better things you could come up with next, and that is exactly what I am going to do. So yeah, I hope you guys once again enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I will be definitely putting out more Pokemon Champions content moving forward, and a lot more creative teams if I can. But as for this one was unfortunately not exactly the greatest hit, at least not right now. If I do bring it back like next regulation, if there's like Zard-wise not the top menace or anything like that, maybe if like Mega Metagross was everywhere or something like that, maybe just maybe this team could pop off. But hey, that it be what it be. Can't really complain about too much. Don't dwell on it. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. Take care, y'all.